Jan asks, in 1 Corinthians 15:29, it talks about being baptized for the dead. Does Northland do this? If not, can you recommend a church that does? I want to be baptized for my mother. Well, thanks for this question, Jan. First of all, let's go back to the scripture itself and what it really is saying. 1 Corinthians 15:29 says, quote, otherwise, what will those do who are baptized for the dead? If the dead are not raised at all, why then are they being baptized for them? I want you to notice that the scripture is a question of a practice that is happening, not a biblical mandate or prescription that we should practice. That is, it is descriptive, not prescriptive. There are Bible references of practices of that time. For example, one of them, women could only worship with their heads covered. This is in 1 Corinthians 11:5 and forward. And descriptions like that were more cultural than theological. It was just the custom of the time, and it doesn't mean it was accurate or correct. Obviously, women don't have to have their heads covered anymore. So let me get to the theological point. Northland does not believe that baptism is even necessary for salvation. Remember the words of Jesus to the thief on the cross. Today, thou shalt be with me in paradise. This is Luke chapter 23, verse 43. The thief obviously wasn't baptized, but yet he was going to heaven with Jesus. So baptism isn't necessary for salvation. And the only church that I know that baptizes for the dead is the Mormon church. But I'm pretty sure you have to be a Mormon to do it. It actually takes place in the temple, and you are not allowed in the temple if you're not a Mormon. And then only some Mormons who are qualified can go into the temple after it's dedicated and do this kind of practice. So I'm sorry, that's probably not the answer you were looking for, but it's the closest thing to the truth that I know, and I always want to tell you the truth.